Have you taken a shower yet?
Yeah, you got to go right back to the office.
I could have come back here at 5:30, but I knew I'd fall asleep and wake up at noon.
What's taking so long?
I have to get statements from everybody that was at the party. They have to be typed, they have to be reviewed, I have to talk to lawyers, I have to question all kinds of people.
Well, people as in suspects?
Some yes, some no, mostly no, but I have to talk to the people who, for whatever reason, happened to be unaccounted for at the time Andrea was killed. There were 3 people that worked on the kitchen staff, T.J. Daniels, 2 security guards, and Major Hamilton.
Nobody with an actual motive?
Maybe. It's just too soon to tell.
Mr. Garber? You may not remember me. We met some time ago. My name is...
What can I do for you, Father Donnelly?
I just wanted to tell you. You see, I knew Andrea a little. We met through Eden Castillo. I just wanted to let you know that if there is anything I can do, if there's anything you need...
Meaning what? You want to be the first to hear my confession, Father?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you up? Baby, why don't you go back to bed? You didn't get to sleep till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Neither did you.
I'm not pregnant.
I'm not tired.
Eden, what happened to Andrea is not your fault.
What is all this? What does it do? Psychological profiles? Tape transcripts of every sick phone call he's ever made to us? We don't know anything more about him than it did the night that he raped me. Leads to nowhere.
Every pile of insanity has a logic to it. Learning to read it might have led me to his next victim before he got there. I'm gonna have to become this guy before I can find him.
Why do churches have bake sales anyway? I mean, why don't they sell something that they can really make money on, you know, like furniture or used cars or something?
Because I don't think either you or I would volunteer to sell used cars to you.
Excuse me, but I personally don't recall volunteering to spend the first day that we have off at the same time together in a long time.
Scott.
Selling cookies or...
Scott.
Yeah, I know. I'll be rewarded in heaven, right?
That's right. Besides, Michael is my brother. What was I supposed to say?
Well, you can start by saying, gee, Michael, I'm sorry, but I'm really busy today. But maybe our dear old dad would love to help out.
Matter of fact, that's exactly what my dear old dad said when I asked him.
Your father's gonna be here? You didn't tell me that.
I know, because I wanted you to come.
Well, the hell with heaven. I'm gonna take my reward right now.
Scott, that brownie belongs to God.
Thank you. Well, at least I'll be able to commiserate with Tori.
Why, is she coming?
Well, I would think she would.
Why?
Well, didn't you invite her?
Oh, what for?
Heather, every time I've seen Victoria in the last month, she's been with your father.
Well, you know, I don't even know why she'd even really want to come. You know, I mean...
Good morning. Arthur's going to be late, so where do you want me to set up our table?
I just want to check.
You're a hard man to find when you want to get lost.
Waiter.
No, it's all right. I don't want it.
You seen that?
Is there anything in here concrete about the man who was responsible?
I know who my family thinks is responsible.
Everyone was very upset last night. We all said a lot of things we didn't mean to say.
Which may have been true nonetheless. I'm not saying they aren't.
A lot of people didn't think it was a good idea for you to have that party. It doesn't mean they think you were responsible.
If that had been one of my daughters, I know what I'd think.
I don't know how late I'm going to be at the courthouse today.
Well, don't worry about it. I'm sure Mrs. Cobb will keep Samantha and me out of trouble.
Aren't you going to the office?
No, I don't think so. My horoscope said affairs at home need attending to. I think it was referring to the barbecue chicken in the refrigerator.
Well, if you're really going to play hooky, will you do me a big favor? Will you give this back to Amanda for me?
Amanda?
Yeah, Amanda Connell. She's the wedding consultant. Can you tell her that the dress that she picked out there and showed me was beautiful? I love it, and just say thanks.
Yeah, sure.
And if you want, you can talk to her about a tux. She's real good at that. She can help you.
Well, Julie, I hadn't really given that much thought.
Well, maybe you want to think about your ushers, too.
You know, I'm not really good at that sort of thing.
Oh, honey, neither am I, but somebody's got to do it, and I've got so much work to do that if you don't do it, it'll fall on my lap.
All right, I'll do it.
Will you do me one more favor? Will you call Michael for me and tell him the date that we picked? He said that he needed to know this week, but if you can't do it, it's okay. I'll do it tomorrow.
All right, I'm perfectly capable.
Thank you, honey. I love you. Bye.
That dog won't hunt.
I've been trying to stay back, to remain objective, since I figured the greatest danger. No, because the thing that people could find fault with is that I might be somehow too emotionally involved in this case to do a good job, but that only works if the man makes sense. If he thinks like John Q. Public, if he has motives like you and me. You take your average thief, for instance. He wants the same things we want. He just goes about obtaining them in a different manner. But this guy, what this guy wants, it's not just that he's a sociopath and therefore guiltless and remorseless. It's that he's driven by something the rest of us don't have, something hidden. One thing is his and his own. Everything he does, everything he says, is like a language that cannot be learned unless one learns the need behind it.
Which has something to do with me.
In his mind, it does.
So?
So I may not be a complete stranger. That's a possibility.
So what happened to Wendy and Kelly and Andrea was because of me.
No.
They were substitutes.
It was not because of you. It was because of a meaning this man attaches to you. Some kind of irrational value. Which is why I have not removed myself from the case. The way I figure it, who better to understand this man's obsession than me? I'm obsessed with you, too.
$7.50 once, twice.
Which one?
Sold to the lady in the floral frock. Eat it in good health.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Isn't it sweet? They're buying each other's cakes.
And now they can both go home and gloat over who's the lousiest cook.
Look, we're supposed to be spinning this wheel and selling raffle tickets.
We could spin this wheel all day without actually hitting a number that anybody bought. I mean, look around. There's nobody here, and we have got to outsell the other booths.
Oh, come on. This isn't a contest. Trying to make up for not going to Sunday school or something?
Everything worth doing is worth winning. What's our take?
Let's see. So far we have $35, but you know what? Some of these penny things look a little short.
Arrest that lady.
Oh, stop it.
It looks like your father and Victoria having a good time. How come we're not?
If you're trying to annoy me, you're doing a good job.
How am I annoying you?
Oh, let me count the ways.
Is there something going on between you and Victoria that I'm not aware of?
No, not at all. My dad is free to strike up a romance with whomever he chooses, only I don't think he's chosen this time. I've seen him take this route before.
Look, am I under arrest or what? When you are, there'll be no doubt in your mind.
You want to change your mind and have a lawyer present?
Look, I don't want anybody present, including me, all right? I got a business to run.
And we have a murder to solve, which I realize may seem like an inspiration.
Look, nobody cares more about what happened to that girl last night than me, okay? But I can't help you. Look, the whole thing comes down to the same two questions. Why did I leave the party? Because Cece threw me out. Why did I come back? Because I had a date there, okay? Did you ask them? Didn't you ask Cece and Buffy? And they told you the same thing, right? Now, you're right. I'm sure Cece also said I was an axe murderer and a pervert, but he says it about anybody that comes near his darling daughters. So I'll tell you both what. If I see my name connected with this thing any way whatsoever in the papers, there's not going to be enough money in Montecito to cover the lawsuit I'm going to bring against you. Now, have a nice day.
I think we might be wasting our time.
Don't close the file on him yet.
Okay. But as our short list of suspects goes, he's not the logical pick. And you know that, and I know that, Counselor. How long can you afford to overlook the obvious?
Hi.
May I come in?
Yeah, of course. It's okay, Doc.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. I'm glad you guys are taking precautions. Eden?
Hi.
You okay?
I need a favor. Andrea didn't have any brothers or sisters, and with both her parents gone, there's no immediate family to take care of the arrangements that need to be made. She had some cousins up in Vancouver, and I called them this morning. They're very nice, but they really don't know what to do from up there. So it's kind of been left up to me to take care of things.
Well, Kane, I wouldn't give it a second thought. I can do it
No.
myself.
Thank you. I think I know what she would want. I know I can't make up to her things I didn't do for her. But I can do this. Except I don't know if they're gonna let me. I mean, I don't want you to give out any official information or anything. But I know that if I'm a suspect, which I probably am, they're not gonna want to give her to me.
Come on. Don't. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. What can I do? Can you help me?
Sure. I mean, I'll do what I can. I'll try to fix it up. So I'll try. I think I can.
Thanks. Thanks.
As a matter of fact, I was going to go down to the station right about now. If you got some time, you could come with me. We can set the wheels in motion.
Thanks.
You're going to be okay. You know, I can have one of those guys come in here and stay with you.
No, I'm fine, really. Listen, Cruz, I want Kane to be able to give Andrea whatever he wants. Would you please just tell him that it's money from her estate or, you know, whatever he feels right?
Of course.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Bad time, huh?
Well, no, but no, we're actually just leaving.
No, please stay.
Yeah, I gotta. We'll see you later.
Hi.
I'm sorry. If there's anything that I could... Thank you.
Would you, like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing very well.
This has been a horrible, ugly nightmare, and I don't know how you can bear it.
At least I'm still alive,
Oh,
Mama.
I know. Thank God for that.
You know, Daddy, I keep thinking. I can't keep myself from thinking.
What, darling, what?
What did I do? That was so different. You know, did she say the wrong thing?
Oh, baby, please.
Did she fight
Honey,
too much?
Don't let this man do this to you.
What? He calls me, Daddy. He comes in our home. I'm alive. Andrea's not. Wouldn't you want to know? I mean, wouldn't you ask yourself, Mama?
Yes, but there are no answers. This person doesn't think like we do. We can't even fathom what his reasons are. Baby, Andrea didn't do anything wrong that you did right. If it seems like it doesn't make any sense, that's because it doesn't.
Daddy, I'd like you to do me a favor.
Name it, honey.
You made everybody sign in at the party, right?
That's right.
And the police checked off everybody's names before they let them leave.
That's right, all except the servers. They questioned them separately.
Did the police take the guest register?
Yes, baby, they did. I kept a copy.
I'd like to see it.
Oh, Eden.
Darling, I don't get to see that. People can sign any name they want. They don't have to sign anything.
Maybe before, but not later.
You know who was there. You saw them.
I want it, Daddy.
You made a mistake. But you didn't kill her.
Please, don't try to help me excuse myself.
Well, I am going to do exactly that anyway. Let's look at this in a practical way. You are nothing if not a practical man. What sense does it make for you to carry the guilt of what happened to Andrea when the man who raped her and murdered her obviously feels no remorse at all?
I gave him the opportunity.
You did everything you could to keep that opportunity from happening. You had more security there than guests.
Didn't matter very much, did it?
To Andrea, no. But in the moral scheme of things, yes, you did the wrong thing, but you did them for the right reasons. You honestly believe that you and only you are responsible for taking care of the people you love. It's not true. But your ego doesn't let you know that, and you're not alone, my darling. There are huge egos in small places all over this world. The curse of being you is that no one can stop you when you're wrong.
You always could.
But I didn't, did I? And I am going to do my damnedest today to stop you. And I want you to know that if it had worked, and no one will admit it now, but conceivably it could have worked while everyone else would be calling you a hero right now, I would still be here calling you reckless and irresponsible.
How'd you ever find this place?
I sniffed it out on one of my many fresh air breaks away from the ball and chain. Sit down and don't wrinkle your nose like that. We're away from the uptown crowd. That's all that matters.
So what's the problem? Why did you call me? You sounded like you were about ready to jump off a cliff.
Can't marry that woman.
Sonny, why not? How many times do we have to go over this? I mean, you live with her already. I can't imagine that much is going to change. You start spending a little more time away from home at the office. You grow apart and have an affair with someone.
Who?
I'm sure we'll work something out. And in 6 months or so, you will have funneled enough money out of Capwell Enterprises where we'll be set for life. Then you can get a divorce.
Yeah, and then Julia can get 50% of everything I got. You didn't think I'd been reading those law books, did you?
Well, you can put all the money in a secret account.
Gina, forget the divorce. What's to keep Mason from taking over the day of the wedding?
Well, chloroform worked before.
You know, Gina, you're not really dumb, but you sure could fool an innocent bystander. I'm telling you, I'm not doing it. She knows too much.
What do you mean? What does she know?
She knows too much about Mason. She knows something's wrong. She has known since the very beginning. I wouldn't mind it so much, except she's always looking at me kind of disappointed-like because I'm not him. You know what I mean?
You're right. She Julia's got to go.
So come down out of your penthouse, baby, go honky-tonk tonight.
What is that? I can see what it is. I just want to know what it's doing here.
The answer is in there somewhere. In these things he let us find, these tapes. I know that if I could see them through his eyes, I could piece together the rest of the life they came from.
I'm afraid that's not possible. Because seeing them through his eyes also means feeling what he feels when he sees them. Nothing. And if you could do that, you would be as inhuman as he is.
Sign here, please. Is your driver here or anyone from the funeral home?
They drove around back.
Okay, well, I'll get them.
Everything's being taken care of.
A lot easier to make her promises now. Or you didn't think we'd leave you alone with her?
My God, you're sick.
I'm sick. The last time this woman was seen alive, she was running off into the dark. Anything to get away from you. Now you're here slobbering over her like you're her Romeo in the tomb. What are you doing here?
I heard that the body was being released, but nobody seemed to know to whom.
You thought there might be a story in it. Well, this is not for publication. Okay, lady, you got that?
I want the two of you to shut up and get the hell out of here.
No way I'm letting you out of my sight.
You find a man with a knife in his hand that killed her, and you insist on coming after me. Why?
I don't like you. You're a phony. You cry like a crocodile and you whine like a 2-year-old. Blame your bad days on Vietnam and you act like the rest of the world's your toilet. Now, you figured out a way to use Cruz and his wife and the department. But you are not going to use me, my friend. No, see? I think you did it. Yeah. I think you wanted to, and she said no, and you didn't hear, just like you'd never hear anything you don't want to. Only this time you had to kill her. Because she was the one woman who was going to know, no matter what the disguise, who the scum was underneath it.
Well, you can tell her the wedding's off unless she puts Samantha up for adoption.
What are you, sick?
Tell her you don't love her anymore. Tell her you're in love with somebody else.
Gina, the point is not to hurt her feelings.
Well, you can't have it both ways. Unless you know of some kind of love bush that'll make her fall in love with somebody else.
City folks and country music are doing it together these days. Looks like all of them city folks are. Well, today you are a man, sonny boy.
How come I feel like a jackrabbit?
Well, this man always comes prepared. There you go. Maybe it's time you and I had that kind of man-to-man we never had when you was a little boy. Kind of talk about the facts of life, you know?
Daddy, what kind of rock you been sleeping under? Already got me a baby girl.
No, not that, not that. I'm talking about the facts of life insurance, mortgages, college trust funds, prenuptials. Then again, we might be late for that one.
Here they come! Here they come! Oh, don't you look handsome? You know, I have always loved you. Like a son. I'm sorry to crack weddings, but you know, I always do in this family. It's just getting hard on my little old tear ducts.
Good luck,
What's she mean by good luck?
Beats me.
Girl. She sure is something else, ain't she? The queen of my heart. What? Where's the preacher?
Sorry. I was taking care of the needy children and feeding the poor. They eat awful slow. Till we get this show on the road. Yeah, you don't mind. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to join together this woman and this sorry specimen of a man in the bonds of holy matrimony and honorable estate, which I hope I don't have to spell. If anybody knows a reason why this man should not be joined to this woman in holy wedlock, let them speak now, or else forever hold their peace. And if they do not know, then they're a damn fool.
Michael, that's not a very nice thing to say about my husband-to-be.
Well, am I wrong? Let me put it to you this way. I got a mind to stake a claim for this fine filly myself. Can anybody object to that?
No, I know. Honey, don't you mind?
Well, I got a confession to make. I'm not really Honey, Mason. But to tell you the truth, I do sort of mind. I mean, I know it was Mason who proposed, but I'm sort of the one who showed up, aren't I?
But you're not as smart as Mason. I mean, you didn't even go to law school, did you?
No.
And you're the one who drinks.
Well, that's true, but I just want you to know that if we were to get married, I'd never do anything to hurt you.
Oh, well, that's so sweet. Well, I don't know. Well, maybe Father Michael knows best.
Oh. I like it.
Just read here, down to the bottom of the page.
Oh!
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join this man and this woman together in the bonds of holy matrimony.
What? Did you think something?
Never mind.
You better contact the public defender's office. Says he's got no lawyer and won't pay for one.
Could we have a minute alone with him, please, Bill? Look, Betty, what the hell is the matter with you?
Cruz cool.
Well, you know, I put my butt on the line for the man this morning, and what do? You know, you punch a cop in the jaw.
Gee, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Is that all you have to say, Kane?
Cruz, sit down, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Kane, look, we know, I'm sorry, we have an idea of what you have been through today, being with her and all. It shouldn't have happened. You shouldn't have been there, and Cruz knew better than that. But what he didn't say, the most important thing is that he's worried about you. So am I, and so should you be. Assaulting a law enforcement officer has never been a good legal strategy, especially, to be blunt, when this someone is a suspect in a murder case. It casts, or seems to cast, a certain light on the events of last night which are not favorable to you.
I realize that.
What do you think that we should do?
I really don't care.
Lieutenant Boswell is going to press charges!
I understand that.
Look, Kane, if it was an emotional incident that set this off, then maybe a formal apology to Lieutenant Boswell might be able to wipe the slate.
That is not going to happen, Julia, so book me.
Yes, I can. Look, do you have any idea what kind of a charge this could do to him? It's not Kane's fault. I was there. Boswell had it coming. Let's talk.
Detective Terry Beswick, Lieutenant Victor Boswell, Ian Garver, Linda McIntyre, Lydia Saunders, Philip Hamilton, Kelly Conrad, Ted Capwell, Heather Donnelly, Randall Merchant, Zachary Kelton, Alice Carstairs, T.J. Daniels, Trollman, Greg Metzner. You can't be. I know them all.
Thanks. Yeah. So what'd Boswell say to you anyway?
Nothing you haven't thought.
Brother, do you think you'd be walking around on two good legs if I thought you had raped my wife?
I guess not. I'm sorry.
It's not a problem. I know you're in pieces right now. But you are gonna have to find a way to pull it together and start looking after yourself, Kane, because if Boswell finds a way to pin this on you, they will lock you up so long you won't want to get out.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have hit him. But maybe I should be locked up for everything I've done.
Go. Get out of here.
Hey, mister, where are you going? You're letting him walk?
Can I talk to you for a minute, Lieutenant?
You want to explain that to me?
The department declined to press charges.
Who says so? Him?
I say so, Boswell. I say so. See, we have enough to do around here without prosecuting municipal cases that we can't win. Now, the only witness we have says the attack was provoked.
Damn her.
Of course, if you still have a personal grievance, you are a taxpayer and you are free to pursue legal redress on your own.
What's the matter with you? Both of you. You should be down on your knees thanking me for bringing this guy in. I mean, okay, the case doesn't hold up in court. So what? At least in the meantime, we've got him locked up. Are you ready to answer for this? To the next woman who gets raped? That is assuming she survives?
You were making a lot of assumptions, Vic.
Yeah, I guess I have been. I've been assuming all this time that you and the Capwells didn't run the department. Guess I was wrong.
You are out of line.
No! No, you are, lady. You're good, you're honest, but you're new on the job and you've got one too many connections. I mean, Timmons was slime, but he was no fool. I mean, he went out of his way to make people hate him because he knew that way he didn't owe anything. I mean, I used to listen to him rant and rave for years how C.C. Capwell and his in-laws called all the shots in this town. Like everyone else, I thought it was a lot of crap. But I have been a cop for 12 years, and I have never seen anything like this. I have never seen an investigation headed by the victim's husband, and I have never, ever seen a murder suspect walk because he's been nice to all the right people. Excuse me.
Why do you come here?
I don't come here. Buffy comes here, I just tag along. I really have no great affinity for these hallowed halls. I just figure it gets old man Cece's goat.
You don't raise his blood pressure. You don't give him a headache. He just doesn't like you, that's all.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll take what I can get.
Poor TJ, we have all been so dreadful to you, haven't we? Like, must be very bleak without a Capwell woman on your arm. How can you stand it? And we have made you what you are today. Lazy, vulgar, bitter, vicious. Have I left anything out?
Look, I know what's been done to me, all right? So do me a favor. You don't have to remind me.
Then why don't you go home and lick your psychic wounds?
It's really nice. You know, I've heard this rap so many times before. Pull yourself up. Reach for the stars. You're only as small as your dreams. You and your kind, you love that kind of philosophy. And you know why? You can get away with anything. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps? I don't think so. Builds character, maybe for somebody else. You know what's building in me, lady? A little account. Yeah? That's got your name on it. So maybe the next time I see you or the time after that, you won't be laughing so much. Bye-bye.
Tell me a secret. How did you do it?
I'm not sure.
Just the man I was looking for.
Listen, Father, maybe...
No, I know. I should have called. Look, I just realized that I had a case when I was a cop that was very similar to the case you're working on right now.
Come inside, we'll talk.
This guy was fixated on one woman, but he raped and variously abused several others.
What's his name? I'll write him down.
He was convicted. He's up in Camarillo right now.
For the criminally insane?
Yeah. If you talk to him, I think you may be able to figure out how that kind of a mind works.
That's an excellent idea. And it may just be the edge I've been looking for.
Busy. I'm sorry, dumb question?
I am so busy, I'm dying to take a break. Come on in.
Great.
What's the matter? The date's not any good?
We had a date?
Didn't Mason come see you?
No. I'm sorry, am I lost?
No. Come in, let's start all over. Sit down.
Okay. I have an idea I want to try out on you. I'm very excited about my new parish.
Oh, well then, I'm excited too. Go ahead, I'll shut up.
Now, my parishioners are a little bit of everything. They're teenagers, they're old ladies, there are a lot of first and second timers who are out on parole, including some of the teenagers and old ladies. Anyway, I think that it would be a real service to my parish if we could serve as some sort of a probation central, clearinghouse for job counseling, for rooms to rent in the neighborhood. And if your office could work with us, setting it up, providing referrals.
Are you kidding? That's a public relations bonanza. Sign me up, get my picture taken.
Great, we're going to be working together?
Yes. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, you know, we were just talking about you. Michael's here, so you can kill two birds with one stone.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
What's that? Where did you get this?
Daddy had a copy. I made him give it to me.
Darling, there are names that are not on this list.
The service staff. Who else?
Could be somebody was missed.
How? With all the guards they had that night?
Or some of these names could be fakes.
I know everybody on that list.
You know, for all we know, he might never have gotten inside. He could have just been waiting down the beach.
You don't know how I've been hoping you'd say that. So I'd have to feel that every man I've ever met
Maybe for now you should.
What?
Feel that.